Good evening, folks. Reloading Bench back with you once again on this chilly late spring evening. We have a mail call with one of the dog's hairs on it. I can't remember what this is. It's coming from New Jersey. I don't like buying stuff from New York and New Jersey. I always feel like there's a grift probability from those two locations, and I can't honestly remember what this is. Oh, I remember. Okay, so I have an old Ford Explorer 2016 that I bought in 2016, and said Explorer had a navigation system. The Navi Sync 2 had just come out. And then it was followed up by Sync 3 and other versions of Sync, which honestly I could care less about. To me, it was just the car, the SUV. And I liked having navigation. And it was limited navigation. You know, wasn't the best. It had, at the time, you know, audio cues that half the time, 3/4 of the time, it really couldn't understand. So again, it's just punch in, and even the response, the screen response, kind of laggy. Again, it's a Ford product, or I'm not going to say it's a Ford product, but it's a product in a Ford product. And, you know, it is what it is. So didn't love it, didn't hate it. Was grateful for navigation because you know, it's very easy to get lost. But every year, Ford would send me a reminder in the mail, the navigation update, and it was always $149 plus tax and shipping. So we're just going to round up to $175. And you know, I don't do a lot of driving other than, you know, city driving. In fact, that Ford has less than 35,000 miles on it 10 years later, 9 years later. So I recently got a letter from Ford telling me, oh, this is the last navigation update ever going to be offered on your vehicle. And it turns out it's the 2024 version. So all they're reminding me of is last year's model that will no longer be available once supplies are depleted. And it's number A15. Update A15. So $149, tax, shipping, $170, whatever. I look online, $17. So I'm going to put this in the Ford and see if it works. And this particular seller had a 30-day money-back guarantee. And again, this is old, meaning these maps are already a year old, so they're outdated because the last update, A15, was 2024. So I'm going to pop that in the truck and see if it works. Back later. And a few moments later, we have A7. So that was the original. I've never updated this map. A7. Never had the need to. Like I said, don't do any long distance driving, and you know, the streets that change around locally enough, you know, I get used to the change, so not an issue. So that was successful. I swapped the cards, turned everything on, checked navigation, came up, looked at it didn't lose my last destinations. All the addressing information was correct. So we're going to call this one and done, and a win for less than $20. So pretty cool. Good night.